section here in the deck.
Do you not hear it at all?
Can't hear it on the live stream.
Man?
It's coming through. Yeah, for sure.
All over it. Loose ball here. Simone Wilson drives with 3 seconds back on the shot clock here. Nice hit by Connor Mitchell. Out of bounds.
Give it a second.
Ball. Have a nice hit and grab it. Another turnover here. By the line. Really long.
Whatever it is, it's coming through.
A foul. Foul on Simone Wilson as she checks out of the game. And we have Farrah Blackbird checking in, number 4 for the Lambton Lions. And that one, I could see that one from up here. That one's out of bounds here on the Knights. A turnover. Lions looking to take advantage now against Niagara. Maddie Bishop with it now for the Lions. Legacy to Farrah. Back to Legacy for 3 from the top of the key. No good on the attempt by Legacy. Jamira Rousseau. I believe they're going to call a foul here. Knights are going to keep possession. Jamira Rousseau set to inbound here for the Niagara Knights. Finds Taryn Mitchell. Taryn Mitchell had quite the game in their win against the Mountaineers. Their last go around, Janie Harrison thought about it, went inside, and a quick catch and shoot here for Janie Harrison, who scored 22 points and 8 rebounds, along with 2 blocks and 3 steals in their win against the Mohawk Mountaineers in their last out. Brianna Pretty drives in, and no good on the attempt by Pretty. Janie Harrison to Alexis Bell here of the Knights. Bell is triple teamed down low. And they're going to call a blocking foul here on the Lions. Couple substitutions coming in here for the Knights. Griffin Lackshane checking in, number 3, as well as number 22, Sawyer Fisher. For the Lambton Lions, Sawyer Fisher had quite the game despite the loss against the Fanshawe Falcons in their last out. Went 3 for 4 from the field, scored 7 points, 5 rebounds coming off the bench. That earned her the Lambton Female Athlete of the Week here for this week, as Lexis Bell misses her first from the free throw line here for the Niagara Knights. Lexis Bell went 4 for 6 from the free throw line in their win against the Mohawk Mountaineers. Misses both here at the free throw line. Lions pick up the loose ball. Legacy with it now for Lambton. Legacy to Maddie Bishop. Nice screen set up by Sawyer. Bishop floats it over to Sawyer Fisher. Back out to Legacy for three. Off the rim and into the hands of Brianna Pretty for the rebound. Second chance opportunity here for Lambton. Tried it again. This time, Janie Harrison of the Knights intercepts that pass. Goes out of bounds. Number 13 check it in, Asia Strawn for the Niagara Knights. Farrah Blackbird set to inbound here. Only 8 seconds on the shot clock here to work with for the Lions. Sawyer is tripped up as she drove inside. Iramwan Destiny with the foul here for the Niagara Knights. As we get our first timeout called of the game. So far, Lambton scoreless to start things off here in the first quarter. Niagara Knights have held them off for the time being. They are up 8-0 to start this game here in the first of 2 games tonight. As you'll see the OCAA women's basketball teams between the Lions and the Knights. And then shortly after the conclusion of this one, we'll see both men's teams hit the floor here in this back-to-back weekend in the final 2 home games of the fall season before they head off to holiday break. They might be the 2 final home games of the season. However, the road does not end for this year for the Lions yet, as they're going to go hit the road and face off against the Sheridan Bruins at the end of the month and against the Humber Hawks in Toronto on December 1st. However, the Lions looking to close out strong here at home in the regular season, trying to improve to 5-1. The Knights trying to improve to 5-1 as well. They are 4-1 and second in the West Division. 3rd seed versus the 2nd seed of the West, as Pretty grabs the inbound from Legacy, puts up a shot, draws a foul. Brianna Pretty set to shoot 2 here for the Lambton Lions. And misses on her first attempt. Misses on her second attempt as well. Legacy tried to go for the second chance opportunity, almost saved by Pretty. Goes out of bounds. Knight's going to pick it up here. Janie Harrison going to inbound here to Asia Strawn for the Niagara Knights. Strawn to Rousseau, back to Strawn for 3. And no good on the attempt. Sawyer and Pretty there for the rebound. They're going to call a holding foul here on number 3, Griffin Lackshane of the Niagara Knights. Maddie Bishop inbounding now for the Lions. Legacy and the Lions still looking for a score here in the first quarter in this one. Sawyer to Farrah. Farrah for 3. No good on the attempt. Rebounded by Iramwan Destiny. Destiny bringing it down the floor here. Rousseau now with it for the Lions. Rousseau, nice screen by Janie Harrison. Strawn back and forth here. Harrison, 10 seconds on the shot clock here. A long 3 put up by Rousseau. Sawyer Fisher there for the rebound. And I believe they're going to call another foul here on Griffin Lackshane. That'll be her second foul in just a matter of a minute here. Substitution set to come in. Morgan Goffer here for the Lions. And number 5 as well, Megan Lowe's for the Niagara Knights. Check it in. Maddie Bishop to Goffer, back to Bishop. Wearing the old number 1. Here is Maddie Bishop. Thought about it from 3. Passed it to Brianna Pretty. Pretty drives in. Janie Harrison all over her of the Knights. And rebounded here by Niagara. Rousseau to Harrison. Harrison has Sawyer Fisher to deal with her in front of her. Thought about it from 3. Did Strawn. Kicks back out. Recovered by Rousseau. Harrison for 3. And no good. Sawyer Fisher there for the rebound here for the Lions. 4:05 left to play here in the first quarter. Lions still looking for a score. Pretty. Sawyer. Sawyer Fisher looked like she thought about it from 3. Passed it to Goffer. And now into the hands of Bishop. Floats it over to Farah. Farah Blackbird trying to get a shot off to go. Asia Strawn. Great defense here by the Lions, and Asia Strawn on Farah to make her miss that shot. Now Jamira Rousseau here for the Knights. 10 seconds on the shot clock to work with here. Rousseau drives in, double teamed, and finishes strong off the glass. Jamira Rousseau impressive on that one. Lions still looking for an answer. Farah to Morgan Goffer. Bishop. Bishop finds a lane, but the ball is tipped, recovers, and Maddie Bishop puts the first points on the board here for the Lambton Lions against the Knights. That one brings the crowd to their feet. Number 5 for 3, no good on the attempt by Lowe's. Picked up by Sawyer Fisher. Maddie Bishop brings it across half court here for the Lions. Bishop for 3. I believe Rousseau got a hand on it. Was tipped. Jamira Rousseau going from one end of the floor to the other. Janie Harrison, quick catch and shoot. And they're going to call, I believe, a late foul on that one. I think that one's going to go to Morgan Goffer here. That's Morgan Goffer's second foul of the game. Janie Harrison going to shoot 2 here for the Niagara Knights as a couple substitutions coming in. Number 10, Simone Wilson checking in, as well as number 14, Madison Fink for the Lambton Lions. As Janie Harrison knocks down her first from the free throw line. Janie Harrison went 6 for 6 from the free throw line in their last outing against the Mountaineers. Janie Harrison looking to make it 2 for 2 and does so. Substitution coming in, Isabel Sinclair for the Niagara Knights. As Pretty and Bishop look to try to close out the gap here that the Knights have built up against them in this first quarter. Pretty trying to get around Mitchell. Pretty with the shot, no good on the attempt. Rebounded here by Destiny of the Knights. Nice save here. Goffer to Bishop here. Ball nearly went out of bounds there, recovered nicely here by the Lions. Goffer to Fink. Back into the hands of Maddie Bishop. Goffer trying to get around the defender here, Destiny. They're going to call a foul on the play here. That'll be Morgan Goffer's third foul of the game early on. As Maeve Moore checking in now for the Lions, number 15. As I mentioned earlier, coming off a huge game against the Falcons. Went 100% for shooting from field goal range and from the three-point range as well, scoring 6 points and getting 2 assists to her name, seeing her first minutes tonight against the Knights. Maeve Moore with the block. And now Pretty with the rebound here for the Lions. Pretty to Maeve Moore. That one's just out of reach for Moore. That one goes out of bounds. Another turnover here by the Lions. Knights up 12-2 with 1:49 left to play in the first quarter. And we see Legacy Blackbird checking back in, number 12 for the Lions, as well as number 13, Asia Strawn here for the Niagara Knights. Taryn Mitchell bringing it down the floor now for the Niagara Knights, looking to build their lead against the Lions to close out the first quarter. Taryn Mitchell, quick catch and shoot off the feed, trying to save it from going out of bounds, but can't do so. Legacy inbounding now to Maddie Bishop. Bishop floats it over to Fink. Madison Fink back to Bishop. Bishop with the 2 for the Lambton Lions here. So far, all the points of the Lions coming from the hands of Maddie Bishop. And that one out of bounds here for the Knights. Momentum slowly starting to shift into the favor here of the Lions. Closing out this first quarter. Legacy gets it across half court here for the Lions. No good on the attempt. Fink with the rebound. Too much on that one. Nice save by Legacy. Maeve Moore floats it over to Fink. And they're going to call a jump ball before the out of bounds. And that one's going to be awarded to the Lions. 11 seconds to work with on the shot clock here. Less than a minute to go here in the first quarter. Legacy floats it over to Madison Fink, who puts it down. Nice quick catch and shoot play here by the Lions. With the finish coming at the hands of Madison Fink. Knights now. Strawn with it. Taryn Mitchell trying to get around Legacy. Passes it back out to Strawn. 8 seconds to work with on the shot clock here for the Knights. Lowe's puts one up. Rebounded here by the Knights. Diving all over the ball, and she is triple teamed. And they're going to call a jump ball. This one goes to the Knights. Knights set to inbound here. 8.3 seconds left here in the first quarter. Megan Lowe's. We're going to get a timeout called here before the end of the first quarter. Timeout called by the Lions. So far, the Knights up 12-6 in this one. Took a while for the Lions to get into this one. Scored their first points of the game nearly 7 minutes into the first quarter. However, they are right back into this one. Only down by 6 now. Less than a minute to go here in the first quarter. As the Lions look to close out 2024 at home with a win against the Knights, and a win tomorrow afternoon against the Mohawk Mountaineers as we host back-to-back games here this weekend in the Den. As the Lions come back out from the timeout. 8.3 seconds left here in the first quarter. Knights have the ball after a jump ball called. Not a whole lot of time to work with here for the Knights. Trying to wrap out this first quarter. Taryn Mitchell from the inbound for Niagara. Taryn Mitchell finds number 13 for 3. No good on the attempt by Asia Strawn. And they're going to close out this first quarter. Niagara Knights lead 12-6 at the end of the first. Lions looking to bounce back here tonight after their first loss of the regular season against the Fanshawe Falcons. A rematch from a few weeks ago where the Falcons nearly got it back at the end of the fourth quarter here in the Den, but the Lions able to wrap things up and get a win at home. Falcons coming out with the win, though, in the rematch last week. Knights trying to make it 2 in a row here tonight against the Lions as they come off a huge win against the Mohawk Mountaineers. Leading scorer, number 14, Janie Harrison in that game. 22 points, 8 rebounds, 2 blocks, 3 steals. And so far, Janie Harrison doing great tonight against the Lambton Lions, as well as Taryn Mitchell, number 22, scoring 15 points, 4 rebounds in that game against the Mohawk Mountaineers, who we will host tomorrow afternoon. Those games start at 1 p.m. for the women's game and the men's game at 3 p.m. tomorrow afternoon, as the Knights already on the floor, ready to go here to start this second quarter. Starters back out on the floor here for Niagara. Now the Lions coming out ready to go, start this second quarter now. It's going to be Lions ball to start things off. Lions looking to close the gap here. They are down by 6 against Niagara. As we wait to kick things off here. All right, Maddie Bishop inbounding the Legacy. Lions starting things off quickly here. Sawyer Fisher now with it for Lambton. Sawyer finds Legacy. Legacy drives in. Nice block here by Jamira Rousseau of the Niagara Knights, forcing that one to go out of bounds. Lions set to inbound here off the out of bounds. Legacy trying to find somebody here. Finds Sawyer Fisher on the far end. Sawyer Fisher driving in, gets the bucket and the and one. Opportunity here for the Lions. Sawyer Fisher, a force to be reckoned with here in the paint, anywhere really, for this Lambton Lions. As she gets an opportunity for the and one and nails it. Full court press here by the Lions, trying to double team before they get it across half. Knights do quick work, get it across. Taryn Mitchell, no good on the attempt. Sawyer Fisher right there for the rebound. Maddie Bishop and the Lions now trying to close this gap, and they've quickly done so here to begin this second quarter. Brianna Pretty to Legacy. Legacy for 3 as the shot clock winding down. Janie Harrison with some hops here, grabbing that rebound for Niagara. Alexis Bell to Rousseau. Rousseau gets around Sawyer Fisher, kicks back out to Mitchell. Mitchell trying to get around Bishop. Rousseau for 3 with a hand in her face by Sawyer Fisher, and Jamira Rousseau nails the three-pointer here for the Niagara Knights and extends their lead to 6. Legacy tipped away here by Destiny Paquin of the Knights. Farrah Blackbird set to inbound here for the Lions now. Farrah finds her sister Legacy off the inbound. Back into the hands of Farrah here. Just trying to get around Lexus Bell. Sawyer Fisher driving in. Great defense here by Destiny Paquin of the Knights. Jamira Rousseau now with it for Niagara. Rousseau and the Knights taking their time here. Floats it over to Paquin. Back to Rousseau, who finds a lane. Kicks back out to Paquin. Pull-up jumper is good for Destiny Paquin from the free throw line. The Knights adding on to their lead here against the Lions. Here in the den, Farrah finds Maddie Bishop on the pass. 10 seconds to work with here on the shot clock. Nice feed by Bishop. No good on the attempt though by Farrah. Lexus Bell bringing it down here for the Niagara Knights. Janie Harrison now with it. Lexus Bell in the face of Sawyer Fisher. Gets around Sawyer, too high off the glass. Janie Harrison with the rebound and the finish. And the Knights on a roll to start things off in the second quarter. And we got a timeout called here. Lions are out of timeouts now here in the first half against the Niagara Knights. As they're looking to regroup off the fast and furious start here of the Niagara Knights for the start this second quarter. Lions had closed the gap down to 3 points, and now Knights back up by 10 here against the Lions here in the Den. Here in a packed crowd here tonight in the Lions Den for the final 2 home games of the regular season here this fall. Lions coming back out onto the floor here, and the Knights as well. Lions gonna have the ball here to start after the timeout called by the Lambton Lions, their final timeout here of the first half. Maddie Bishop bringing it down the floor now for Lambton. Bishop to Pretty. Madison Fink now on the floor here for the Lions, number 14. Quick catch and shoot by Bishop off the feed by Pretty. No good on the attempt. Janie Harrison with the rebound. Finds Rousseau. Janie Harrison there for the rebound. And a foul called on number 12, Legacy Blackbird. They're going to send Janie Rousseau to the line here to shoot 2 for the Knights. And she misses her first attempt, as you can hear, loud and proud on the far right-hand corner of the gym here is the student section. Handed out buckets and bells for tonight's game as Janie Harrison finishes on her second attempt here at the free throw line, 1 for 2 on that visit for the Knights. Bishop to Legacy. Legacy, nice feed to Simone Wilson, but is met by Rousseau immediately. Simone Wilson trying to get around and is blocked here by Jamira Rousseau, but a foul is called instead. And they're going to send Simone Wilson to the line to shoot 2 here for the Lambton Lions as Asia Strawn checks in here for the Niagara Knights. Simone Wilson gets set here to shoot 2. And she misses her first from the free throw line. Simone Wilson went 0 for 2 from the line in their last game against the Fanshawe Falcons. And misses her second attempt by Pretty there with the rebound. Fink picks it up. No good on the attempt. Taryn Mitchell now with it for the Niagara Knights. Mitchell finds Strawn. Janie Harrison drives in, gets the defender off her, and nice finish by Janie Harrison here of the Niagara Knights. Harrison on quite the roll here, has 11 points to her name so far tonight against the Lambton Lions. Simone Wilson and Pretty back to Bishop looking for an answer here. Bishop, 6 seconds to work with on the shot clock here. Bishop finds Simone Wilson for 3, no good on the attempt. Janie Harrison once again there for the rebound for the Knights. Feel like I'm going to say that name a lot here tonight for the Niagara Knights. Taryn Mitchell with it now for Niagara. Mitchell, open lane, can't finish it. Fink there, loses it. Second chance opportunity here for the Knights. And Lexus Bell draws the foul. And now she's going to shoot 2 from the free throw line here for Niagara. Farah Blackbird checking in, as well as number 5, Cassandra Newcomb for the Lions. As Lexus Bell misses her first attempt at the free throw line here for the Knights. Lexus Bell went 4 for 6 in their last game against the Mountaineers from the free throw line. And 1 for 2 on this visit as number 3, Griffin Lackshane, checks in here for the Niagara Knights. Knights still with a sizable lead here nearly halfway through this second quarter. They're up 23-9 against the Lions. Maddie Bishop to Farah Blackbird. Farah trying to go around the defender, grabs the rebound. And they're going to call a foul here, I believe on number 13. Yes, number 13, Asia Strawn here of the Knights. Lions going to keep possession here. 5:28 left to play here in the first half of this one. Madison Fink puts up a shot, no good on the attempt. Rebounded here by Asia Strawn. Lackshane with it now for the Knights. Lackshane finds Pak Win, and that one goes out of bounds on the Knights. Lions looking to take advantage from the turnover here by Niagara. Try to cut this lead down. Pretty bringing it down the floor now for the Lions. Pretty for 3, drains it. Brianna Pretty with a huge three-pointer for the Lions here in this second quarter. And could that breathe some new life here into the Lions? Janie Harrison now to Lackshane for 3. Knights trying to answer with a 3 of their own, no good on the attempt. Rebounded by Bishop. A long pass to Farah Blackbird. Pretty cuts inside, loses it, and they're going to call a kickball here on the Knights. Lions going to keep possession. Sawyer Fisher checking back in, number 22 for the Lambton Lions. A couple of substitutions as well here for the Niagara Knights. Number 6, Isabel Sinclair checking in. And another kickball here. Another inbound for the Lions. Farah Blackbird set to inbound for Lambton here. Farah finds Maddie Bishop nearly at the last second there. Bishop, quick catch and shoot from the free throw line. Somehow puts it down, an awkward looking shot there. But Maddie Bishop with the finish for the Lions. And that is why she is a veteran on this team, making shots like that when it counts most, as she's looking to bring her team back into this one here against the Niagara Knights, as the Knights call a timeout to try to regroup here before the end of the first half. Lions have cut the lead down to 9 here against the Knights. Maddie Bishop with 6 points here tonight for the Lions. Leading scorer, though, across both teams is number 14, Janie Harrison. As you can see her stepping onto the floor here, coming out from the timeout called by the Knights. 11 points to her name in their efforts against the Lions so far here this evening. Both teams head back out onto the floor here. 4:29 left to play here in the first half. Janie Harrison inbounding to Asia Strawn here for the Knights. Asia Strawn finds Lackshane in the corner, back to Strawn. Back to Destiny. Nearly intercepted by Maddie Bishop. And they're going to call a foul on Maddie Bishop. That'll be her second here tonight against the Knights. And some deliberations here between the referees and the table as we get set here to continue. Griffin Lackshane set to inbound here for the Knights. Finds Asia Strawn on the inbound. Back to Janie Rousseau for three. And no good on the attempt. A second chance opportunity here for the Knights, rebounded by Destiny. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Janie Rousseau, pull-up jumper with two defenders on her and is able to finish strong here for the Knights. Bishop to Pretty. Pretty finds a lane, drives in, and draws a foul. No good on the shot attempt, but number 7 is going to get charged with the foul here. Irmawan Destiny of the Knights. Pretty makes her first attempt at the free throw line. Pretty no good on the second attempt at the free throw line, is rebounded here by Irmawan Destiny. And in the hands of Asia Strawn now for the Knights. Lackshane now with it. Final 3:30 left to play here in the first half. Isabel Sinclair trying to find number 7 on the inside, Irmawan Destiny, but that one goes out of bounds, and a couple substitutions now on the floor here for the Lions. Number 15, Maeve Moore, and number 12, Legacy Blackbird for Lambton, checking back in here. So you can hear fourth-year head coach Janine Day shouting instructions here from the sideline. Maddie Bishop to Brianna Pretty now. Pretty for three. No good on that attempt, trying to grab her own rebound. I believe that's going to be a foul called here on number 11. Knights going to have possession here. Janie Rousseau inbounding to Strawn. Janie Rousseau finds Griffin Lackshane in the corner. Sinclair to Destiny. Sawyer all over her though. Sinclair nearly loses it. 7 seconds to work with on the shot clock here. Sinclair, a wild shot put up. Had Sawyer Fisher all over her. Great defense by the Lions here. And I believe we're going to get these subs coming in now. Taryn Mitchell checking back in, number 22. Lexus Bell, number 10, and number 21. Destiny Paquin here for the Niagara Knights. And number 10, Simone Wilson, also checking in here for the Lambton Lions. Knights keep possession here. More communication here between the refs and the table before we get things going here. Final 2:49 left to play here in the first half. Lions down by 10 points. Asia Strong going to inbound here for Niagara. Finds number 21 wide open. Destiny Paquin down low and is able to finish strong off the glass here. Great play by the Knights. Legacy stolen away here by the Knights. Janie Rousseau, one-on-one against Maeve Moore, is able to finish strong off the glass here for Niagara. Final 2:25 left to play here in the first half. Maddie Bishop and the Lions looking for an answer here against the Knights. Legacy trying to call a play here. Legacy trying to get around number 13, Asia Strawn of the Knights. Blackbird trying to find a lane here. Kicks back out to Sawyer Fisher, who dives all over it. And the Knights looking to grab a hold of it. Taryn Mitchell arguing with the referee here, saying it's off the hands of the Lions. nonetheless, Lions are going to keep possession here with only 3 seconds left on the shot clock. Not a whole lot of time to work with off the inbound. It's going to have to be a quick catch and shoot here for the Lions. Legacy finds Bishop. Bishop puts up a wild shot, can't get it to go. Janie Rousseau grabs the rebound here for Niagara. Janie Rousseau kicks back out to Paquin. Back to Janie Rousseau. Or excuse me, Harrison. Harrison able to finish. Count it. And a sub coming in here for the Knights. Irmawan Destiny checking back in. As Bishop inbounds to Legacy Blackbird here for the Lions. Lions down by 14 here to start things off. Bishop to Maeve Moore, back to Legacy. Legacy trying to find Sawyer Fisher on the other end of that one, but is tipped by the Knights here, goes out of bounds. Madison Fink checking back in here for the Lions, number 14. Nine seconds left on the shot clock here. Legacy trying to find an open person here. Gets to Sawyer Fisher. Sawyer Fisher is double teamed in the post here by the Knights. Nice recovery by Simone Wilson, who picks up the loose ball and finishes off the glass here for the Lions. Back and forth on the pass here between Bell and number 13, Strawn. Mitchell finds Paquin with the finish off the feed by Mitchell. Maddie Bishop to Legacy. Final minute to go here in the first half of this one. Simone Wilson now with it for the Lions. Wilson finds a lane, try to kick back out, finds Fink. Loose ball here picked up by Sawyer Fisher. Nice recovery here by the Lions. Bishop with a deep three, in and out, no good on the attempt. Bishop trying to pick up her own rebound, and that one goes out of bounds. Knights ball here with 41.1 left to play here in the first half. Knights up 31-17. Asia Strawn now with it for the Knights, back to Alexis Bell. Strawn thought about it from three. Alexis Bell for three, in and out. Sawyer Fisher there with the rebound here for the Lions. Bishop, quick transition here by the Lions, finds Simone Wilson off a long pass and finishes. Does Simone Wilson off the feed by Bishop. Cuts the lead down to 12 here. Final seconds winding down here in the first half. Taryn Mitchell with a deep three from the corner, and she puts it in here for the Niagara Knights to end the first half in dramatic fashion here for Niagara. A last second three put in by Taryn Mitchell, and with that, we are going to head to halftime here with the Knights up 34-19 against the Lions. As we head into halftime, we'll be right back with the third quarter shortly. All right, and we are back for the second half of this one between the Niagara Knights and the Lambton Lions as they look to defend the Den here this evening in this back-to-back weekend on the final 2 home games of the fall regular season here for the Lions. Looking to try to defend the Den tonight and tomorrow afternoon against the Mohawk Mountaineers as we get set here. The Niagara Knights set to inbound to start off the third quarter, and what a start did the Knights have against the Lions. Janie Harrison inbounding here to Jamira Rousseau. Janie Harrison, number 14 of the Niagara Knights, leading everybody here tonight in the score line as Lexis Bell finishes with a huge 3-pointer from the corner to start things off here for the Knights. As I was saying, Janie Harrison, number 14, with 15 points, 8 rebounds, and 2 assists to her name for the Niagara Knights as we get a turnover here to start things off for the Lambton Lions. Lions, Maddie Bishop, number 1, leading the charge here with 6 points to her name, with Brianna Pretty with 4 points and 6 rebounds for the Lions here. However, the story of this one is the shooting percentages between the Knights and the Lions as Janie Harrison finds number 21, Destiny Paquin, off the inbound. Lexis Bell with a long pass to Rousseau as you hear the student section loud and proud here for the Lions. Here in the far right corner, you can see them banging on the buckets here. And they're going to call a turnover here on the Knights. Lions trying to get back into this one. Maddie Bishop now bringing it down the floor here for the Lions. As I mentioned, shooting percentages here being the story of this one. Total field goal percentage for the Knights, 40%. 3-point range, 18.2 versus the Lions, 8% from 3-point range and 23.5 from field goal range. Shooting woes here tonight for the Lambton Lions thus far against the Knights. Second chance opportunity here for the Lions. Simone Wilson to Bishop, shot clock winding down. Brianna Pretty puts up a 3-pointer, no good on the attempt. Janie Harrison with the rebound here for the Knights. Jamira Rousseau now for Niagara. Floats it over to Paquin. Gonna call a foul here on the Lions. Knights set to inbound here. Jamira Rousseau finds Taryn Mitchell on the other end. Jamira Rousseau for 3. A little roll and in for the Niagara Knights here as they continue to pour it on against Lambton. Bishop, nice tip by Paquin. Getting between that pass to Goffer, out of bounds here. Lions gonna retain possession. That's just to slow down the Lambton Lions here. Bishop to Farrah Blackbird off the inbound. Simone Wilson now with it for Lambton. Pick set up by Goffer here. Wilson finds Goffer, kicks back out to Simone. Goffer trying to finish it, no good on the attempt, grabs the rebound, and they're going to call out of bounds on the Lions. Janie Harrison inbounding now to Jamira Rousseau. Rousseau long pass to Janie Harrison. Harrison to Rousseau. Drives in, kicks back out to Mitchell. Nice play by the Knights and finish by Taryn Mitchell of Niagara. Bishop to Goffer here for the Lions. Goffer floats it over to Bishop. Saved it from going out of bounds. Simone Wilson now with it. 2 defenders in front of her, no good on the shot attempt. Janie Harrison with it now for the Knights. Jamira Rousseau to Alexis Bell. Bell finds Rousseau. Off the pass, number 21 with the shot, no good by Paquin. Into the hands now of the Lions. Bishop to Pretty, back to Bishop here. To Goffer. Goffer trying to split the defenders here, no good on the attempt, loses the ball. into the hands now of Niagara. Jamira Rousseau taking her time, bringing it across half court here for the Knights. And nearly a full lineup change waiting in the wings here for the Lions as time runs down on the shot clock. Janie Harrison puts up a three, no good. Lexus Bell with the rebound though for the Knights. Rousseau trying to get around Goffer. Rousseau finds a lane off the glass, no good. Wilson picks it up here for the Lions. Simone Wilson by herself puts it off the glass and puts it in here for Lambton. Jamira Rousseau to Janie Harrison. Back to Rousseau here, who loses the ball into the hands of Farrah Blackbird. Stolen away here by the Lions. Farrah, too much off the glass. And a collective groan here by the crowd as that one missed the mark here for the Lions. Lexus Bell back to Rousseau now for the Knights. Bell for three, no good on the attempt. Rebounded here by Simone Wilson to Maddie Bishop. Bishop for three, puts it in for the Lions. A huge three for Maddie B and the Lambton Lions as we get a timeout called. The Lions needed something big, and they got it with that three-pointer by Maddie Bishop. Maddie Bishop has been clutch here for the Lions tonight against the Niagara Knights. She was the first one to put points on the board here for the Lions to start things off, and now a huge three-pointer for her when the Lions need it the most here, trying to get back into this one against Niagara. Trying to cut this lead down here as the Knights have built up quite the lead against the Lions here in the Den. 42-24, nearly halfway through this third quarter already. As the Lions heading back out onto the floor here from the timeout called. A few subs coming in here for the Lions coming out of the timeout. Number 14, Madison Fink. Number 5, Cassandra Newcomb. Number 22, Sawyer Fisher now in the game here for Lambton. As the Lions now hit, or excuse me, the Knights now hit the floor. And the Knights gonna have possession here coming out the timeout. 5:35 left here in the third. Janie Harrison trying to call a play already here for the Knights before they even inbound here. Now Janie Harrison bringing it down the floor now for the Knights. Harrison trying to get around Sawyer Fisher. Stolen away, nearly stolen away by the Lions. And they're going to call out of bounds on the Lions as you hear a rain of boos coming from the crowd. And Janine Day upset on the sideline, thinking that one was off the Knights here. Number 13, Asia Strawn now for the Knights. Nice rebound here for Niagara. Maddie Bishop fighting for it. Calling a jump ball here. And this one being awarded to the Lions. Lions fighting for every possession here. Lions, Maddie Bishop with it now. Bishop trying to get around Lowe's. Does so in the paint. No good on the attempt. Was arguing with the ref. Grabs the rebound. Fink now with it. They're going to call off the shot. And they're going to call a foul, I believe, on number 5, Megan Lowe's of the Knights. Lions going to keep possession here with 6 seconds to work with on the shot clock here. Or they reset the clock now. A little bit more time to work with. Bishop inbounding, finds Sawyer Fisher to Newcomb. Cassandra Newcomb, nice feed to Bishop with a deep three. No good on the attempt. Asia Strawn now with it for Niagara. Strawn to Rousseau. Rousseau trying to find her way in. Puts up a shot, no good on the attempt. Bishop there with the rebound for the Lions. Maddie Bishop trying to get around this defense here by the Knights. Knights have been great on defense all night long. Bishop puts up a shot, no good on the attempt. Janie Harrison now with it. Pull-up jumper for the Knights and puts it down here for Niagara. Bishop and the Lions looking for an answer as number 11, Brianna Pretty, waiting in the wings here to enter for the Lions. Fink for three. Bouncing in. Nice finish by Madison Fink. A huge three-pointer here for the Lions. Janie Harrison and the Knights looking to answer. Nice block by Fink. Oh my goodness. A three-pointer on one end and a block on the other. Legacy with it now for the Lions. And substitutions now coming in for both teams. Isabel Sinclair, number 22, Taryn Mitchell, and number 7, Irmawan Destiny in now for Niagara. And number 11 also checking in, Brianna Pretty for the Lambton Lions. What a series of play for Madison Fink, number 14 of the Lions, as she takes a seat for the time being. Sawyer Fisher off the inbound. Sawyer Fisher gets around Sinclair and puts it off the glass and in here for the Lions. Lions slowly chipping away at this lead here by the Knights. Mitchell gets no good on the shot, and they're going to call a travel. Taryn Mitchell doesn't like the call, but to the delight of this crowd, I thought it was an and one opportunity for the Knights, but instead a travel violation called instead on Taryn Mitchell. Maddie Bishop inbounding here to Legacy. 3:22 left to play here in the third as the Lions look to get back into this one. Pretty finds a lane, no good on the shot, and they're going to call a foul on the Knights. Foul called on Megan Lowe's here of the Knights, number 5. As Brianna Pretty going to shoot 2 from the free throw line here for the Lions. A little bouncing in here for Pretty from the free throw line. And this crowd's starting to get back into this one as they cut the lead down to 14. Pretty 2 for 2 on this trip to the free throw line. And the Knights looking to answer as Pretty chips the lead down to 13 now for Niagara. Taryn Mitchell trying to find the lane, kicks back out to Sinclair, blocked by Sawyer Fisher, but they're going to call a foul on number 22 instead. That'll be her first foul of the game, and Isabel St. Clair going to go to the line to shoot a couple free throws here for the Knights. Lexus Bell, number 10, checking back in now for Niagara as Sinclair gets set to shoot 2. And you can hear our student section absolutely on fire as Sinclair misses her first from the free throw line on this visit. It is loud here in the den as Sinclair makes her second attempt from the free throw line here. Brianna Pretty inbounding now to Legacy, stolen away by Strawn here of the Knights. One-on-one, Strawn and Legacy, and they're going to call a foul on Legacy Blackbird here off the steal by Asia Strawn of the Knights. Strawn going to go to the line to shoot a couple free throws now for Niagara. That's Legacy's third foul in the game. She's going to take a seat for the time being. Morgan Goffer checking back in, number 13, as well as number 4, Farrah Blackbird, as Maeve Moore and Legacy take a seat here for the Lions as Strawn makes her first attempt at the free throw line on this visit. and makes her second attempt as well. Lions now with it. Brianna Pretty bringing it down the floor here for the Lions. Finds Farrah Blackbird. Blackbird trying to find a lane. Tipped here by Bell. They have to dive on it. Sawyer Fisher there grabbing it for the Lions, and now into the hands of Taryn Mitchell and the Niagara Knights. Asia Strawn finds Lexus Bell on the other end of that pass. Finds an open lane, drives in, no good on the attempt. Rebounded here by Maddie Bishop. Finds Farrah Blackbird on the pass. Nice moves to get around the defender, but no good on the shot attempt by Farrah. Knights pick up the ball here. Asia Strawn to Taryn Mitchell. Back to Strawn here and now to Bell. Alexis Bell drives in, beats Sawyer Fisher in the post, and they're going to call another foul here on number 22. That'll be her second foul for Sawyer Fisher, as she's going to take a seat now, and Simone Wilson going to check back in here for the Lions, number 10. Alexis Bell going to shoot a couple free throws now here for the Knights. Trying to increase their lead here in the third quarter. And misses her first attempt. Alexis Bell went 1 for 4 in the first half against the Lions from the free throw line. And is able to make that second attempt for Niagara. Bishop and the Lions looking to answer back here. Bishop finds Farrah Blackbird. Farrah, nice feed to Pretty off the glass. Nice finish by Brianna Pretty. Strawn with the moves and puts it in. Nice move by Asia Strawn with the finish for Niagara. Morgan Goffer now with it for the Lions. Goffer, and I believe they're going to call a foul here on number 10. Lexus Bell here with the foul for the Knights. Lions going to retain possession here. Maddie Bishop set to inbound for the Lions. 1:24 left to play here in the third quarter. Bishop trying to find somebody here. Finds Brianna Pretty. Pretty finds a lane, puts one up. No good on the attempt. And they're going to say out of bounds. Last touch by Pretty. Lions down by 17 here. Nearly the end of the third quarter. Goffer thought they had the ball for a second. Knights going to inbound though. Taryn Mitchell now with it for Niagara. Mitchell keeps it, gets around Goffer, puts up a shot, no good. Rebounded by Irmawan Destiny and finishes for the Knights. Up now by 19. Final minute winding down here in the third. Farrah Blackbird now with it for the Lions to Brianna Pretty. Bishop now with it. Step back, 3, and in. Maddie B for 3. In the final minute here in the third quarter as she's trying to get her Lions back into this one. Taryn Mitchell to Destiny. Finds Lexus Bell on the inside and great finish. Looking for a foul call. No call made here for the Knights. Lions, Bishop with it. Bishop, long 2, no good on the attempt by Maddie B. Taryn Mitchell, they're going to say out of bounds, last touched here by Bishop. Knights with potentially the final possession here in the third quarter. Only 15.2 seconds left here. Knights looking to finish this third quarter strong, heading into the fourth and final quarter here this evening. Taryn Mitchell trying to get around Goffer. Goffer got a hand on it. Sinclair trying to get the rebound. Taryn Mitchell not once but twice, and no good on the attempt. And things getting a little chippy here to end the third quarter. Niagara head coach wanting an explanation there. They thought they had a foul there to end the play. So did Taryn Mitchell. As we have a deliberation here between the head coach and one of the referees here, trying to figure out why there was no foul called. Some dramatics to end here the third quarter. As I'm talking over Mason here, trying to get the winner of tonight's draw. As we head into the fourth and final quarter here, the Knights up with a huge lead, 54-36 against the Lions, as the Lions are trying to defend the Den here this evening against the Knights, trying to go undefeated at home in the regular season. Third in the West with a 4-1 record. The Knights second in the West with a 4-1 record. Lions coming off their first loss of the season on the road against the Falcons, trying to rebound here tonight against the Knights. And this back-to-back weekend here, as tomorrow we host the Mohawk Mountaineers from Hamilton, Ontario. Those games tip off at 1 p.m. and 3 p.m. respectively tomorrow afternoon. And what is Christmas in the Den tomorrow afternoon? We have our winter clothing drive tomorrow, where if you donate a winter clothing item, you receive free entry into the game, as well as if you wear a Christmas sweater or holiday hat to the games, will be entered to win a Lambton gift bag here tomorrow afternoon. However, for tonight, the Knights looking to close things out here against the Lions in this fourth and final quarter, as the Knights looking to finish strong here. Nice loose ball pickup here by Maddie Bishop. Not the way the Knights wanted to start this fourth quarter. Legacy trying to find Sawyer here. Kick ball out of bounds. Lions going to keep possession here to start things off here in the fourth. Final two home games in the fall regular season here before the new year. Quick catch and shoot here quick feed by Legacy to Maddie Bishop. Nice job by Alexis Bell to get in between the pass here for the Knights. Jeannie Harrison now with it for Niagara. Harrison kicks back out to Paquin, now into the hands of Taryn Mitchell. Mitchell finds Jamira Rousseau. Alexis Bell for three and puts it in for Niagara. Huge three-pointer here to start the fourth quarter for the Knights. Maddie Bishop floats it over to Sawyer Fisher, off the glass and in for the Lions. Jamira Rousseau now with it for Niagara. Rousseau finds Taryn Mitchell in the corner for three. No good on the attempt. Cassandra Newcomb with the rebound here for the Lions. They're going to call a foul here on Lexis Bell, number 10, her second foul of the game. Maddie Bishop inbounding here to Legacy. 19-point difference here between the Knights and the Lions. Stolen away by Alexis Bell. Of the Knights one-on-one with Legacy, and Legacy blocks it. Forces it to go out of bounds. Great one-on-one there, and great job on defense for Legacy Blackbird with the block. Taryn Mitchell set to inbound here for Niagara. Mitchell finds Janie Harrison on the other end of that. Harrison finds Jamira Rousseau, who puts one up, a floater. Paquin with the rebound. Mitchell and a feed to Paquin with the finish. Great job by Niagara on that play to finish strong here. Bishop now with it for the Lions. Bishop finds Newcomb on the inside and draws a foul, I believe. Foul on number 21 here, Destiny Paquin of the Knights, as Morgan Goffer going to check back in here for the Lions. Legacy Blackbird inbounding and is stolen away off the inbound by Destiny Paquin here of the Knights. Rousseau finds Taryn Mitchell in the paint. And Destiny Paquin is double teamed here, and they're going to say 3 seconds in the key. And a turnover here by the Knights. Number 24 checking in, Bryn Goebel for the Lions. Bryn Goebel seeing her first minutes here tonight against Niagara, as Bishop inbounding here to Brianna Pretty. Brianna Pretty drives in, no good. Janie Harrison, great job on defense. Loose ball picked up here by Destiny Paquin. Long pass here to Janie Harrison here for the Knights. Harrison trying to get around a couple of defenders, looking for a foul. Is double teamed here and stolen away by Jamira Rousseau off the long pass. Lexus Bell to Rousseau here, back to Bell, and is double teamed in the paint. Taryn Mitchell for three. No good on the attempt, picked up here by Jamira Rousseau. Morgan Goffer here with the rebound now for Lambton. Brianna Pretty bringing it down the floor now for the Lions here. Pretty trying to get around Janie Harrison. Quick catch and shoot for Maddie Bishop from three, no good. Legacy with the second chance opportunity here for the Lions. Simone Wilson checking back in here, number 10 for the Lions, as well as number 13, Asia Strawn here for the Niagara Knights. As Bishop and the Lions get set here. Bishop inbounding here. 9 seconds to work with on the shot clock here. Brianna Pretty nearly loses it off her foot here. Pretty to Bishop. Bishop floats one up and no good on the attempt. Simone Wilson drove in, trying to grab the rebound. It's going to be a foul here on number 10, Simone Wilson. Farrah Blackbird checking back in here now for the Lions. Brianna Pretty going to take a seat for the time being. Jamira Rousseau now with it for the Knights. Strawn. And they're going to call a foul here on number 6, Isabel Sinclair for the Knights. So we get it inbound here by the Lions. Simone Wilson to Maddie Bishop. Bishop to Morgan Goffer now. Back into the hands of Bishop here. Lions trying to find their way inside, but great job on defense here by the Knights. Farrah couldn't get out of the corner. Janie Harrison all over her. Number 3, Griffin Lackshane checking back in now for the Knights, as well as number 14, Madison Fink for the Lions. 6:29 left to play here in the fourth quarter. Lions still trying to get back into this one as the Knights lead 59-38 here in the fourth quarter. Goffer nearly tipped on the inbound, finds Fink back into the hands of Goffer. Bishop, nice little step. I believe Jamira Rousseau had a hand on it. Tipped off the shot by Maddie Bishop. Black Shane to Janie Rousseau here. Sinclair double teamed here. And they're going to call a travel on Sinclair. Turnover here by the Knights. Lions trying to take advantage here. Maddie Bishop bringing it down across half court here for Lambton. Simone Wilson to Farah. Fink now with it for the Lions. Fink long pass to Goffer, trying to get a handle on it. And that one is out of bounds here. See some frustration here on a couple of faces of the Lions here as they're trying to get back into this one against the Knights. Janie Harrison nearly loses it. Grabs the loose ball here, does number 13, Asia Strawn for the Knights. Rousseau, quick catch and shoot off the pass in the corner for three, no good on the attempt. Farrah Blackbird picking it up now for the Lions. Bishop, long pass to Simone Wilson, intercepted by Janie Harrison. Rousseau 2-on-1 here for the Knights. Harrison with the rebound and the finish for the Knights. Niagara continuing to pour it on here against the Lions. Farah and the Lions looking for an answer. 8 seconds left on the shot clock here. Finds Simone Wilson, nearly loses it, and puts one up and in, does Simone Wilson for the Lions. Knights still up here by 21 with 4:47 left to play here in the fourth quarter. Asia Strawn back to Janie Harrison here. Pick set up by Sinclair. Sinclair no good on the attempt. Fink trying to save it from out of bounds, but can't do so. Can't get a handle on it. And we get a full lineup change here for the Lions. Number 21, Lauren Smith checking in, as well as number 11, Brianna Pretty. Number 22, Sawyer Fisher. Number 15, Maeve Moore. And number 12, Legacy Blackbird checking in the game now for the Lions. 7 seconds to work with on the shot clock here for the Knights. And we get a foul called here. Turnover here by the Knights. Brianna Pretty inbounding here to Legacy Blackbird. Legacy to Pretty. Nice pick set up there by Smith. Pretty trying to force her way in. Quick catch and shoot by Legacy, and no good on the three-point attempt by Legacy Blackbird here, the Lions. Number 7, Irmawan Destiny driving in, draws a foul. That one goes to number 15, Maeve Moore. Irmawan Destiny to shoot 2 from the free throw line here for the Niagara Knights, looking to build onto their lead here in the fourth quarter. And misses her first shot attempt. .408 left to play here in the fourth. Destiny makes her second attempt at the free throw line. Legacy and the Lions now with it. And in the hands of Brianna Pretty now for the Lions. Pretty to Maeve Moore. Back into the hands of Smith. Now to Legacy. 4 seconds on the shot clock here. Legacy floats it over to Sawyer, who puts it in, up and in, with 1 second remaining on the shot clock here. Call a foul here. Not sure on who. They haven't counted the bucket yet. And they do so now. An and one opportunity here for Sawyer. Fisher trying to make a three-point play here. Can't do so, but Pretty with the rebound now. Second chance opportunity for the Lions as Sawyer gets tripped up on the play. Lions going to keep it with 11 seconds left on the shot clock here. Legacy trying to find somebody here, finds Maeve Moore. Maeve Moore floats one up and no good. Grabs her own rebound, gets tripped up. Loose ball picked up here by the Knights. Destiny trying to find Sinclair. Sawyer crashes down onto the floor. Slow to get up here. Sawyer feeling that one. Fans and coaches alike looking for a foul there. No foul called. Sawyer just walking that one off. Nice steal by Pretty here. If I know anything about a Fisher, they're about as tough as they come. So Sawyer getting right back up is no surprise to me as Legacy finishes here for the Lions. On that possession here, number 13, Asia Strawn now with it for Niagara. Taryn Mitchell back to Destiny here for the Knights. Strawn trying to get around the defenders here, and they're gonna call out of bounds. Great job on defense by Sawyer. Strawn looking for a foul call. She can't believe it's not their ball. And nearly a full lineup change here for the Knights. Number 14, Janie Harrison. Number 1, Jamira Rousseau. Lexus Bell, number 10. And number 21, Destiny Paquin, back in the game now for the Niagara Knights. 2:49 left to play here in the fourth quarter. Knights still up here against the Lions, 62-44, as Maeve Moore has it now for the Lions. Legacy now with it. Legacy nearly stolen away here. Finds Maeve Moore on the end of the pass. 3 seconds on the shot clock here. Legacy floats one up. No good on the attempt. Jamira Rousseau now with it. Back to Lexus Bell here for the Knights. Time winding down here in the fourth quarter. Lexus Bell to Janie Harrison, who drives in. Sawyer right in her face. Harrison crashes to the floor. Sawyer Fisher. Foul called on number 22 here. As Janie Harrison gets set, shoot a couple free throws here for the Knights. Subs coming in now for the Lions. Number 5, Cassandra Newcomb. Number 14, Madison Fink. Number 24, Bern Goebel. And number 21, Lauren Smith now in the game as Janie Harrison makes her first attempt on this visit to the free throw line. And makes the second one as well. Janie Harrison, 21 points to her name in this one against the Lions. And at this point in the game, ahead by 20, stolen away now by the Knights. Taryn Mitchell all alone finishes off the glass here. It is academic. The Knights going to walk away with a huge win on the road here against the Lions. And they will go up to 5-1 for the regular season. And the Lions will fall to 4-2. 2 losses in a row here for the Lions as they look to bounce back tomorrow afternoon at 1 p.m. against the Mohawk Mountaineers. Full lineup change here for the Knights. Number 4 checking in, Aaliyah Pereira. Number 3, Griffin Lackshane. Number 5, Megan Lowe's. Irmawan Destiny, number 7 in, and number 6 as well, Isabel Sinclair here for the Knights to close things out. Minute 42 left to play here as that one goes out of bounds, and the Knights will keep it. Lions lose their first home game of the season, and they get a chance for redemption tomorrow afternoon against the Mountaineers. Sinclair now with it to Lackshane for three. No good on the attempt for Niagara. Time winding down. No good on the attempt by Pereira here for three. Rebounded here by the Lions. Final minute 14 left of the fourth quarter. And as time winds down here, I'll remind the viewers that shortly after the conclusion of this one, we'll have the men's teams of both the Lambton Lions and the Niagara Knights hit the floor here as a wild shot put up here by Smith as time winding down on the shot clock. And the Knights bringing it down the floor now, looking to slow things down here as the Knights pick up a huge win against the Lions here as they go up 5-1 for the regular season. Finds Cassandra Newcomb, stolen away here by Lackshane. And out of bounds here, last touch by the Knights. Only 1.5 second difference between shot clock and game clock here. Farah Blackbird inbounding here to Goebel. Back to Farah. For the Lions here, Lions looking to go out strong. Farah finds a lane, puts up a shot, draws a foul. I believe that one's gonna go on number 6. Sinclair, that'll be her 4th foul of the game. With only 16 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Farah Blackbird set to shoot 2 here for the Lions, and she makes her first from the free throw line on her first visit here tonight. And Farah makes the second one as well as the Knights have the final possession here, going to slow things down as the time winds down. Don't go anywhere. We'll have men's OCAA basketball action as the Knights going to celebrate here, picking up a win on the road against the Lions as they improve to 5-1 for the season. Lions looking for redemption tomorrow afternoon at 1 p.m. against the Mohawk Mountaineers. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with some men's basketball action for you. My name is Kevin Ferrer, and we'll be back soon.